Hurriwind is one of SMITE's most experienced players. He has been a professional SMITE player since all the way back in Season 2 and to this day remains on top level teams. He is currently playing support for the Highland Ravens, who won 7 out of 10 games on their way to the SMITE Summer Masters playoffs. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a few tips that Hurriwind posted on Twitter a couple months ago. So sit back and let's hear what one of the best players in the world has to say about how to improve your rank. Tip number 1. Tracking and pinging rotations. By actively keeping track of your enemy's rotations, you can provide valuable information to your team. This coordination leads to better map and objective control, ultimately resulting in more victories. Moving on to number 2. Utilize VGS. I guarantee you will start winning more games once you get comfortable telling your team what to do. Don't be toxic or spammy, just help them understand what's going on. By communicating your intentions, you can encourage your team to work with you. Like Hurriwind suggests, when you feel strong and ready to take fights, use the VGS system assertively. If you know Gold Fury is free but your team doesn't seem to be setting up for it, call it out and ping it on the map. El Leon is a great example for this tip, and I highly recommend watching his streams and videos so you can learn from how he communicates. Next up, number 3. Understanding items. Copying builds is fine when you're new, but eventually you want to learn the purpose of each item in those builds. This will help you understand when to switch up the order or swap out items situationally to maximize your build's effectiveness. Tip 4. Playing off-role. By practicing roles other than your main, you broaden your knowledge and become a more versatile player. You will learn a lot from the different playstyles and improve your overall understanding of SMITE. Hurriwind recommends becoming proficient with a few characters in your off-roles so that you can better support your team and excel in your main role. 5. Grouping up. Hurriwind emphasizes that one of the most significant differences he noticed among players of different skill levels is their ability to group up effectively. Understanding when to rotate or when to prioritize objectives is crucial to winning. Tip number 6 highlights the importance of waves. Way too often I see low-ranked players letting a wave die to tower while they clear a buff. Not only is the wave worth more XP, but the wave is dying and that back camp isn't going anywhere. Secure the wave first, and then your jungle camps to maximize your farm. Next, let's talk about sharing farm. Hurriwind states, sharing in SMITE is 60-60 for 2 people. This means it creates 20% farm to share something. 3 and up it becomes less efficient, but sharing is pivotal over the course of the game. I always knew it was optimal to split farm 2 ways, but I actually never knew the exact numbers until I saw this tweet. Moving on to tip number 8, and if you watch my videos, you know this one's my favorite. Mute toxic players. SMITE Ranked is infinitely more fun when you mute someone the second they start being toxic or annoying. Usually I will give people a second chance and unmute them later in the game once teamfights start so that I can hear their comms, but if they're still being a freak, I just remute them and continue playing. And like Hurriwind says in his tweet, I have seen so many games lost because 2 players spent more time typing than actually trying to win. Tip number 9. Watching gameplay. Improving at anything is exponentially easier when you learn from people better than you. Watch YouTube videos and live streams of high-ranked players to learn from how they play. The best players aren't always the best teachers though, and some creators are definitely better to watch than others when it comes to learning the game. If you need some recommendations for who to watch, let me know your role in the comments and I'd be happy to help. 10. Take breaks. There is not a mentally sane person on this planet who can play SMITE every day for months on end without needing some kind of break. I guarantee every single top level player that you know has taken multiple breaks from SMITE at one point or another. The game can get very frustrating when it begins to feel like you're just going through the motions and not progressing or having fun. I recently took a break and it definitely helped me to enjoy the game again, so every once in a while just put down the SMITE and go touch some grass. Next, I want to talk about unwinnable games. Occasionally, factors beyond your control may lead to an unwinnable situation. Someone on your team disconnects or rage quits, your solo laner got ganked once and is now clearing every speed buff, you get the idea. In cases like these, just focus on your own performance and try your best to brush it off after the game's over. Tip 12. Don't be scared. It's important to not be overly cautious. I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. To win games, you need to be getting involved and learning from the mistakes you make. I definitely fall victim to this mindset every now and then. I'll end up in a lobby with people way better than me, and out of the fear of totally failing and embarrassing myself, I second guess every decision I make, which just leads to performing even worse. Getting over your nerves is extremely essential to improving at anything competitive, so don't be afraid to take risks. And that's it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you want to learn more from Hurriwind, I will of course have his socials linked as the first thing in the description. He also does coaching through Metafy, which will be linked down there as well, so definitely go check that out. I have a pretty big backlog of content I'm working on, but if you have something in mind that you want me to cover, please share it in the comments. I know there are still a few videos I promised that haven't come out yet, and I'm so sorry for the wait, but I will do my best to get those ones out as soon as possible.